What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Nerdament podcast. I know it looks a little bit different in here.
We're missing a person.
Yeah, she's under the weather today, so it's just the two of us you here with.
There was a mild disagreement with the contestants.
No, there was not.
Either way, Victoria and Buryaga are going and talking to them, trying to get them to calm down.
Yeah, it gets really awkward in the contestant room, I guess you could say.
People that hate each other give them like sour eyes, like Dr. Fate and Spectre last season. Anakin has been staring at Darth Vader with wide eyes.
He's been looking at her and he's like, "Do I know you?"
He's sweating profusely.
Kind of like I am right now.
Darth Vader's sweating on the outside of his arm.
On the outside. It looks like that Jordan Peele meme.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, so we're just here to hang out.
The first
Nerdament
talk show.
Yeah, first time on the Nerdament that we're not arguing about anything.
We might argue about things.
Yeah,
who knows?
but it won't have anything.
We're making things up.
It won't have anything to do with what we're actually like the main point of this podcast. We're outside of canon right now.
Yeah, we don't even have scripts.
No,
I don't even have
if you
notebook.
can't tell.
I never show up with nothing like that.
Yeah, so if you can't tell, we kind of just are going on, doing our thing. We got a candle this time for vibes.
Yeah, good vibes.
LayeredCandles.com.
I don't know who the CEO is.
Fully customizable.
Who the CEOs are.
Fully customizable candles, scents, and colors.
Safe to say at least one of them.
3 different sizes. That's LayeredCandles.com. Down here at the bottom for those of you on YouTube. Check it out. Anyways,
where to be up here?
Yeah.
It'd be in that
on the bottom.
Right
along the bottom and big.
It's got to be up there. Does it flip around whenever you upload?
It's just like it's gonna spin in.
Does it like when you upload it? Does it flip around?
You know, I do my editing on.
Is this the top right corner?
I do my editing on PowerPoint, so
okay.
You know, it's like
do the clicking every time.
Exactly. I have to click it and then like screen recording. So that's what's happening. A little peek behind the curtain there for you. So and Aaron, because he doesn't ever.
I don't do a job.
You don't do nothing except for be here.
I do research.
So he's
That's
pretty
why
lucky.
I win.
Whatever. I have a full-time job and this and a part-time job.
I'm a full-time student.
Yeah.
I'm a full-time student.
We know. You don't have to keep saying it.
I know Latin.
Okay. No, he doesn't.
Yes, I do.
He knows partial Latin.
I know, like.
Anyways, Aaron, do you have anything you'd like to start off with?
Well, I did mention we probably want to talk about the lightsaber stuff.
Yeah, just get that out the way.
So y'all might have heard us talking about lightsaber forms in all of these. We figured we should probably tell y'all what those are because we've been just kind of putting it off.
Numbers.
Yeah, we just been giving y'all numbers. Except for, like, I don't even know what number. It came out as like the Roman numeral for 666. So, there's another one, new extra 6. There's another one out there, there's like 27-BH.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah. But there's 7.
There's 7 main forms.
Yes. 7 typical lightsaber forms.
This is the first appearance of Professor Aaron.
We don't have the fellow student here.
No.
This is my TA. He's a graduate student.
Yes.
So, Form 1.
You got a B in pop culture studies last semester. Yeah, I got second.
I didn't
even
second
for
that.
I didn't study, so.
Oh boy.
That's how I got through college and graduated with honors. Not studying. Anyways, Aaron.
So, we have the Form 1, known as Shi Cho, also known as the Way of the Sarlacc. This one is highly used by Padawans. It's typically taught to them. Whenever you see them messing around in attacking clones with like blast shields over the head and a floating ball.
Yeah, we're
shoots
like
lasers.
attacking Darth Vader and dying very quickly.
It's like shit.
We can
It's
all,
in the deleted scene.
you
It's
can
in the
all
director's
just
cut.
assume
It's the director.
that they were using Form 1.
Yeah. This is the very basic, wide strokes, general blocking.
Boring.
It's the fundamentals. It looks very boring, and you typically think that they're not very good in an actual duel, except for the fact that the master of Shi-Cho, the best one that we can know about, is Kit Fisto, who's one of the best duelists during the time.
Kit Fisto.
You know, I have a theory about him being practitioner of Form 1. I think he was just too broy to learn another form. Like, he didn't really bother with finding another form. He just chilled.
He just went over. He didn't need to fight. He just went over and smiled at people. Yeah, he's a bro.
This guy.
I can't. Yeah, I want to make a deal with him.
Yeah, I can't fight him unless you're Darth Sidious.
Darth Sidious had no feelings.
Has no feelings. He stole.
He disintegrated.
Oh wow! For the purposes of this universe, he's
Boulder
on the
recalls
thing.
didn't kill him. Yeah,
No.
it's disappointing.
Sorry.
Anyway, Form 2.
Form
Form 2 is the most diverse of all of the lightsaber forms. It is known as Makashi, or the way of the...
Way of
No.
Salamari.
Salamari. If I don't know if the Y is silent or not.
If the Y is silent, it's Salamiri. If the Y is not silent,
Salam.
it's Salamiri.
Yeah. This entire form is based on dueling and only dueling.
What? Messing with the hands.
Stop messing. Sorry.
Continue.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Makashi is made for. It was made during the Great Jedi and Sith War, so it's dualistic. Okay, I don't know. It can do a very wide different of things, such as Darth Maul's fighting style. The Darth Maul is mixed with a couple others. Yeah, it can be used like a very specific kind of thing.
No, I was just
Adapted.
I was just showing that this just happened to.
Yeah. The number one, Asajj Ventress also.
Continue.
Asajj Ventress also used Form 2. You can, and the number one practitioner of Form 2, and the reason that Ventress used it is Count Dooku, who is known as the embodiment of Form 2.
Fancy,
Yeah, it completely used his fancy style.
which the actor was actually.
Yeah,
had
Christopher. You'll find out next week when I have Christopher Lee on the show. As
on the
Dooku.
show.
Yeah.
I'm here with Christopher Lee, who is dead.
May he rest in peace.
Yes.
But the only weakness to Makashi. Yes, the only. I almost said Makari. I'm using the term. Makashi. The only weakness to
What's her
Makashi.
weakness?
Her weakness? I don't know.
We'll find out in the movie. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, Makashi is not made to deflect blaster bolts. So the weakness in it is if you shoot at them enough, they're not trained in.
You know who else was probably proficient in Form 2?
Colin War.
Because he got shot.
The most famous Jedi to have been shot. Thank you very much. Put some respect on his name.
Order 66,
Okay.
Hayden.
Anyway.
Ayla Sakura.
Anyway.
Ayla Sakura.
What about her?
They kept shooting him.
Anyways, Form 3, Aaron.
Form 3, also known as Sarisu, or the Way of the Minot. My personal favorite.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes, Obi-Wan Kenobi is the number one practitioner. It's fully based on defense.
Number 1 in Form 3 and number 1 in not Hearts. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah. It's based on fully defense until there's a clear opening. It also is very light movement. It's very maintain your stamina during the duel and try to let your opponent wear themselves out fighting you. And then once they get slow and they can make a mistake, use that opening to very quickly
Stab
win
in the
duel.
back.
Typically cut limbs off.
Oh.
Obi-Wan was the ultimate limb destroyer.
He did cut a lot of limbs
He
off.
cut off a lot of limbs.
He did. There was that guy on the lava field. There was that guy in the thing with the deer. A lot of limbs to this guy.
Like a New Hope?
Yeah.
He had a gun.
That guy continues to perplex me.
Which one? The Aqualish that got his arm cut off?
Yeah.
Or he doesn't like you?
Yes, both of them.
I love that they showed up in Rogue One and like they said it again to Jin. Like it implies that everywhere they go, it's just like watch yourself.
You better watch yourself.
I have a death sentence in 14 systems.
The
number always goes
I
up.
don't know those people.
I can't remember their names either.
What was the point of them?
I spent so much time on
What
Wikipedia.
was the point of them
Like Sorja?
in general?
One,
Yes.
to show how rugged and rough that city of what's the scum and villainy that planet was, and also to show how efficient a Jedi is. Not just at peacekeeping, but also whenever there's a threat, how quickly they act.
They are the worst characters as well.
Let's do that.
Yes. Completely pointless.
No, except right above them is his arm
Why?
with the blood.
Oh yeah, the only time that the lightsaber cut
to the
is
special
caused blood.
effects scenes on that.
The only they could have fixed that in like CGI. They could have just taken the blood out, but chose to leave it in.
No, but you gotta mess with Greedo. You gotta mess with the duel between Greedo and Han.
Yeah, that was terrible too. The updated version of that, because he's like Han's head just like shifts to the side. Like there's nothing else happens. Like his body is just like this, and then his head just
His
goes.
shoulders don't move.
Like, see how my shoulder moves there? His shoulders didn't.
Dude, I admire the amount of like control of your muscles to only move your head
Without moving your
and
shoulders.
not your shoulders.
That is very impressive.
That
because it's
casually?
impossible.
Yeah. Anyway,
So good
other
job.
people that use that are Luminara Unduli and Darth Zana, Darth Bane's apprentice.
All
Oh, it's also a thing. A Form 3 Master has never been killed in a lightsaber duel. Because their defense is that good.
also because mainly we just see all
He's the main.
Yeah, he's the main one. And everybody else, they're just.
There's even a
disposable.
point where I don't know. I think it's Legends comic, honestly. I'm not for sure, so it can't please tell us. But it said like at the height of the Clone Wars, Obi-Wan could walk through a hornet's nest of blaster bolts and reach the end of Clone.
I mean, he did kind of that sometimes on Wars.
Yeah, it was a
He had the opportunity to do it in the 8th season. What was that? 7th season. The last season.
The 8th season is pretty much the same.
Well, no, it was the 8th season because Anakin showed up.
7th.
Whatever the last season
There's only 7 seasons.
Whatever the last season was, Anakin showed up and like was over them and then he went
Dude,
on
he
that
did the
Rager
Han Solo
thing.
thing. He
Yeah.
moved. I think his shoulders moved
He
too.
went like that.
Yeah.
Well, his was real, so that's the difference.
He's animated.
Well, I mean, there's also the part where Han like steps on Jabba's tail. Yeah, where he just goes like
Yeah.
that.
It's like you're playing Snake.
It took me a long time in my life to figure out that Jabba was not always that slow thing. Yeah, originally there
You're
was
always
him as a man.
confused why he was so weird getting up onto his.
Well, no,
tail.
it was also the whole like Han referred to him as a human at some point in that conversation, and that was like, that guy's really not a human.
He's a slug man.
That guy's a slug.
Big
What
slug.
a weird thing to say. Anyways, Aaron, next.
Form 4.
4 and 4.
Also known as Ataru, or the Way of the Hawkbat.
Yes. Come on, man.
Stop messing with the pins.
How is a hawkbat?
A Hawkbat?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Just a bird.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But also a bat.
So is it a giant bat with feathers?
Think Avatar, how they went like Last Airbender when all the animals were a mixture too. Except for the bear, and they thought that was really weird.
Yes.
There's like lion ducks.
I think so. I'm gonna be honest.
turtle
When
ducks.
you said Avatar, I went to the blue.
Yeah, that's why I said Last Airbender.
Because you did. There are those flying things in
The
Disney's
banshees?
Avatar. Yeah, the
Banshees.
banshees that have like 4 wings. So that's what I was thought you were going
Those
with.
things are cool.
Where you got like the feathered wings in the front, and then like the bat leather
I'm
wings in
saying
the
that.
back.
Think of Last Airbender where there's two animals
That makes me
spliced
feel.
together.
That makes me feel better
Yeah.
than the feathered, like Greek mythology, feathered wings in the back, bat wings in the front, or whatever.
Greek mythology is reading.
I mean, like look at
Typically, they
like
have
a
human
chimera,
heads.
Aaron.
Kind of.
Yeah, or it's just like whatever piece of that animal is from another animal, it looks like that animal. Like they don't have like the same skin or feathers or whatever throughout.
I mean,
It's
the
like
Chimera
it's like
had the
it's
body
like
of a lion.
it's like dinosaur vegetable mineral man. Or his arm and,
I'll give you that.
this half of his body is like dinosaur scaled, right? And then he's got that human part, and then he's got like the vegetation.
No, it's a mineral. Remember?
Yeah,
There's that mineral arm, vegetation arm,
and then
human body.
human body, and dinosaur head.
Yeah, velociraptor
Yeah.
head.
So you know how like this entire arm is like mineral.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this entire arm is vegetables.
Okay,
Yeah, so that's what I'm
you
imagining.
could have chosen
this-
a better
this
monster
bat
from
thing.
Greek mythology
And the chimera.
You could have thought of like I don't know the Minotaur.
How about the
The chimera is like 4 animals.
is the manticore?
The Manticore? Yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of
I
thing.
think terrifies me.
Yeah,
Don't. It's
it's not
yeah,
monster
monster
sleep.
sleeps. Monster
It's
sleep.
not the same as on.
No.
Not at all.
I was
Or
thinking about it.
You got a sparrow bat thing.
no. This one is
The form
possibly
of
used
the
by the
tarantula
most
hawk.
people, like widely known people that I have, that you can think about. This is uses primarily light attacks, a lot of acrobatics. Everything's force assisted, so you'll see them jumping around a lot. And trying to get momentum over like
Yeah, and
brute
if somebody
force.
is already jumping into your mind, you're probably right.
a frog.
Okay, I mean, you're wrong.
Yeah. But they don't have. Its weakness is that it has little defense.
Is that a pun? Little defense.
I was more thinking about. I was foreshadowing to one of the
Foreshadowing?
people
Okay.
that got
Right.
yoinked by this.
No. Qui-Gon?
Yep. Qui-Gon Jinn is one of the more reserved Form 4 fighters, and his lack of defense is what made him unprepared to fight
Defense
Maul
wins
alone.
championships.
Also, Obi-Wan Kenobi used Form 4 up until that battle, where he saw that his master died from his lack of defense. And then he
just
went
decided to go full
all,
defense.
all in on
I will now
defense.
become the master of the defense.
I didn't see enough defense in the first
Dude,
duel.
Obi-Wan Kenobi's nickname should be Minister of Defense now.
He's the head of the Department of Defense.
Yes. Anything defense
I
related.
would trust him with the Department of Defense.
Yeah.
He's better than whoever we have now.
I don't know who it is.
I don't know who it is.
Yeah,
I don't
22.
know
You
anything
think I
about
know?
them. It just would be better as Obi-Wan.
I'm 22. You think I know who that is?
No.
Exactly.
I'm in college. You think I am?
Yeah. Are you ready to move on to the part?
Also,
Well, you're a history major. You should know.
I'm not a poli-sci major. This is the modern
Name,
day.
Aaron.
I'm an ancient
Aaron,
history
look at
major.
me. Look at me. Look at me. Name one minister of defense in our history. Or they're not called minister of defense. But
Knox.
you know what I'm talking about.
Knox. He was the Secretary of War, but it's the closest thing.
It doesn't exist
It's
anymore.
the closest analogy to
What's
Minister of
his?
Defense.
Oh.
He was the
What is his first and middle name?
middle name. He only went by Henry Knox.
Okay, and what is something that he's more known for? Like, what branch of the military is he known for?
Well, I mean, he's more known for Fort Knox.
So the army then?
Sure.
Dude, okay, so side note, complete, utter side note, like way side note. You know who doesn't get enough respect in this world?
Which world? Talking about
Our
fictional
world.
worlds.
Our
real
world.
world.
Earth. that Russian guy?
Oh, Baron von Stoven?
Yes.
He has a parade in Ferris Bueller. I know because the parade's on the same day as my birthday. So.
That guy deserves mad respect.
Got kicked out of Prussia because he was homosexual.
They generally never actually confirm that. And it's just a rumor.
I would like to think it's true for him.
Yeah. But it was never actually confirmed. It was just strongly believed to be the case.
And then showed up and was just like, hey, get your army together.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and then he did it.
And then, the man he's often forgotten about in American history.
Single-handedly trained the Revolutionary Army.
Yeah. At a
Valley Forge.
Valley Forge. Mad respect to that man.
Yeah.
Alright.
Also, people who use Form 4. The other two big ones are Yoda, Bog Academy, and Ahsoka Tano. But you'll see, if you look at her especially when she's younger in the Clone Wars, she will typically jump behind the combatant she's fighting. Or dive underneath them, but she'll switch sides on the combatant. So they have to fight from several fronts.
Yeah, that always works in Mortal Kombat and stuff.
Yeah. So Form 5. Known as Chien or Jemso. Or the Way of the Crate Crack. It's
nice.
Using your physicality on the other person.
It's way better than Hawk Cat. I just can't get over Hawk Cat. Okay. Still got that image in my head. Do you think its head is like a bird, or is it like a bat?
We'll look it up once.
It's like a little mongoose thing.
Look it up once we're done with the lightsabers.
Mongoose.
Anyway, it's completely offensive. You use very strong attacks, basically try to force your person back. If you're thinking of anybody, you're thinking of Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader.
No,
Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, because that's the form that he was most familiar with.
You may be seeing these as the more powerful of the characters.
Yeah, pretty much the Skywalker.
What do you think of that?
Whatever it did focus on offense more than Form 4, but mostly it did focus on defense more than Form 4. But typically whenever it was doing defense, it was counterattacks. Aiming a blaster bolt directly back at the opponent. Yeah. Yes. Like a
reflex.
Like the refractors on bicycles.
That is extremely specific.
Yep.
Only the ones on bicycles.
Yeah. The other ones
None
don't
of
work.
the other ones.
The other ones would burn to a crisp. But if you shoot
those
the
ones on
refractor,
bicycles.
if you use a blaster and you shoot at the refractor on a bicycle, you just signed your
Do
own.
not recommend.
You signed your own will.
Do not. Would not recommend. Don't do that.
Oh,
It's kind of dangerous.
Form 6. Hayden's favorite. Also known as Juyo. The Way of the Vornsker.
I've heard them say it in movies and stuff before.
This one is all about moderation. This it's most lifestyle diplomatic. Basically try to avoid a duel in the first place. But it's very all around. Use everything pretty much. That it's just really focused on not getting into that position in the first place.
I just really don't want to be here.
Darth Maul was trained in it actually, which is weird to me. The biggest person, the most famous person who used it was Exar Kun, which is it's weird to say. Most Jedi use it.
Well, it's for the Sith, it's probably don't make me do it.
And then
using this force makes me sick.
Darth Vader used it.
Takes me away.
He used Form 5 more, but he used Form 6.
Takes away part of my soul every single time.
I was looking at the wrong one.
I was about to say.
I retract what I said. I was looking ahead at Form 7.
This guy.
I was weird. I know it was Chris Riley. It's known as Form 6, Neemon, Way of the... So Form 7. Also
Wait,
known...
who uses Form 6?
XR Queen.
Okay. Just making sure.
Bane.
Just making sure you didn't get that part wrong,
Got
too.
that part right. Form 7. Juyo. The Way of the Hornsker. This one is all out. I'm going to ruin your day.
Anger.
It's basically tapping into the dark side in a fully aggressive way. The number one most powerful, most proficient user in this was Mace Windu. And he's one of the founders. Is Apprentice Depabalaba. Also used it as well, but in close quarters fighting, she preferred Form 3.
All the defense.
Yeah. That's also the canonical reason for the purple lightsaber. And somebody else that used this, it hasn't been confirmed, but it's been highly postulated by people watching the movies, is Kylo Ren.
That makes sense.
Yeah. This is also supposed to be the hardest of the lightsaber forms to learn, because it's very,
side.
it's very dark side, and it's also very intricate. You can't mess up when you use it, or else you're gone. Also, Sidious used this, but Sidious was also well formed in all of them.
You know who else knows all of these?
The Grand Inquisitor.
Magna Guards.
They know nothing.
They know all of them. I told you this. They were trained in all 7 of them. Were you not listening?
I already had the video of Anakin destroying 4 Magna Guards. I wasn't paying
Do
attention.
you have anything else to say?
You look up a hawk that now.
Yes. Do that.
While we're doing that, Aaron, I believe I asked you a question before we started here.
Jesus Christ, that is terrifying.
Dude, it's like a dinosaur bird. It's a pterodon,
Where is
but
its
with
eye?
an evil head.
Where
That is its eye.
Is the green thing its eye?
Yeah, that's its eye.
Don't like that at all. You know, just the fact that they're named hawk bats means that there are hawks and bats in the Star Wars universe.
Yep. The fact that it's named a hawkbat means it's also a bird of prey. Meaning
What is that? How big do you think that thing is?
No, it's not. You know, it shows a picture of your clones fighting it. It doesn't look to be that big.
Is that a baseball bat?
Yeah, no, it says ad, but it's just a baseball bat. My phone just wanted to give me a baseball bat. I don't know. It's
one compared to a human.
I'm assuming it's about the size of a hawk. And a bat, which you could say probably as big as your neck goes at all. It also means
What
it
is
swoops
that?
down.
What is that bird thing on the planet with Yoda? On Dagobah?
Which one?
The one that
There were like 4 of them.
like that's into the nest.
4 of them.
Okay.
I don't
Disregard my question.
I don't want to look it up.
What's that bird thing on Dagobah?
And it's like,
Yeah. Aaron, I asked you a question before we started recording. Do you remember what that question was?
no.
Okay. I asked you if somebody came up, or if you asked somebody who their favorite superhero was. This is changing the subject if you couldn't tell. If you asked them who their favorite superhero was, and they answered which superhero or comic book character that can be construed as a superhero would you think of as a red flag immediately?
Lex Luthor.
And again, I said superhero, or somebody that people could see as a superhero.
Sometimes he's
Nobody
ridiculous.
thinks he's a superhero.
He's also, dude. Some people like him think he's the best superhero. That's a red flag for me.
Who is the best supervillain?
best supervillain?
Yeah.
Or how about who is the best villain in all of pop culture? Who is it? Who's the best? Who's your number one villain?
I can't choose. I don't like villains as much. The
You
only
don't-
villain
you don't
that I like
respect
more than a
any
hero,
villain.
the only hero. Oh, I respect several of them. The only villain I like more than any of the heroes is Soundwave from Transformers.
Soundwave is the most like neutral of the.
He's also like
The
flat
old
voice.
Soundwave, not the new
Yeah.
one, not the Mercedes one, the one from
That one was
the one that was the jukebox.
Yeah, the
He was a cool dude. He
Mercedes one was cool.
He was cool. I like the old
Yeah.
Cybertronian sound bit.
Yeah,
But the new one kind of ruins the character for him.
because he was terrible. Venom is my favorite, but is my favorite personal villain. But that's also because he has redeemable qualities and sometimes becomes a anti-hero and like anti-Venom and like yeah. So
I mean, I'd say in all of pop culture, I think the best villain for their superhero is either obviously the Joker for Batman, only for Batman, right?
because they're made for each
Or Green Goblin
Spider-Man.
or Spider-Man,
Because that's basically his Joker.
or even Dr. Octopus,
I feel like Dr. Octopus is
because
Better
because of
or-
the personal relationship that Peter Parker had with Doc Ock before he became a villain.
yeah they're close, and sometimes even so close they should have been.
Superior Spider.
It also depends on what villain you want. You want a relatable villain?
I want a villain.
You want a
who's
villain
deep.
that's just above the hero?
I don't
Do you
want
want a villain that's larger than life?
I don't want Joe Chill. Okay.
This is just the guy with the gun.
Yeah, I want somebody who has a backstory or like some mystery involved.
What about Sauron?
Sauron's pretty good. Sauron has a mad backstory. Like his backstory is amazing, right?
Yeah.
It's very deep, very fleshed out. I like the
They say it in
backstory.
the TV show.
I hope so, because that was the rumor. He was
That's
supposed to
supposed
be
to.
an elf, right?
Yeah, he can change form because he's like Gandalf. Apparently, I follow this guy on TikTok.
Did you see the thing that said that he was supposed to be hot in this one? Is that what you
Yeah.
saw? Yeah, he's supposed to be hot in the TV show or
Because
whatever.
he changes, he's immortal and he changes his form. I can't remember their name, but shout out to that guy
Yeah.
that explained this.
Great TikToks.
Describes himself as the obscure Lord of the Ring fact guy on TikTok.
Yeah.
And explained that during this time he's an elf, so he can get the elves to make the rings. So he's gonna look hot.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, Sauron's pretty good.
Yeah. If you want a big villain that just can't be beat, an unstoppable force villain.
Yeah, that's a hard question.
What about Megatron and Optimus?
The rivalry?
Yeah.
I like
it's
the
not fleshed
I like
out
the
why.
rivalry, but no, it is kind of because we were like kind of get clues that they were used to be friends
Yeah.
or like best friends, like really tight.
It's not like as deep as Joker and
Batman,
'Cause those two need
or
each
even
other.
Harry Osborn
Yeah.
and Spider-Man.
Or Norman Osborn inspired.
Well, Harry's the worst Green Goblin.
Because he's his best friend.
But he has a more close relationship with Peter Parker. That's the only reason I said that, is because the close relationship like turns against each other. How about
Thanos.
Doctor Strange and Mordo? Or Mordo?
That one's a kind of I feel like that's what Optimus and Megatron are like made to be. Like that, we get the full backstory of what Optimus and Megatron were kind of because they were on the same side when they broke off.
The problem with Transformers is that the Decepticons are just pointy versions of the Autobots.
With the purple logo.
Yeah, think about it like this. Take Bumblebee,
Yeah.
even Cybertronian Bumblebee.
Give them some
Look
points
at
instead of
barricades.
curves. Yeah.
They're the same thing. Okay? Look at Optimus Prime.
Look at Air Raid
Optimus
versus
Prime
Starscream.
is square. Megatron is the same size, but pointy.
A bit pointy.
Yeah, that's
He is pretty square
Just
too.
1/3 worker. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get myself back.
okay, but yeah, Decepticons are just pointy versions of Autobots.
Yes. Dude, look at
So-
Air Raid versus
That
Starscream.
makes it hard to have like great villains.
Also, nobody would in the beginning for this era of Transformers. Nobody was getting
Cybertron.
on there for like the original TV show. No
Mhm.
one was getting on there for the backstory.
No.
They were getting on there because they were cool robots.
Fighting
I
each
still
other.
get on there for some cool robots.
Yeah. Except for the part where they put humans in Transformer suits. And then they they tell the suit to transform, and then it just like spins
You know
immediately.
how Ratchet spins in whatever. You know how Ratchet spins in Transformers 1 and from 2007, where he like
The best of the
he
Transformers.
spins
movies, in my
on
opinion.
his spine.
Yeah, he does. Like,
Yeah, Yeah.
He makes that like
I
that
can
noise
only.
too.
I made a joke once, where in like that, not that cartoon movie where Hot Rod of Transformers, where the kid like transform, and then he spun like that, and I can't unhear it. It's just like transform.
Every time we watch that movie. That's all I can think about now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What is another pop culture thing? Like what? Like we got superheroes. The Night King from Game of Thrones. Well, we don't really know his motivation, really, other than just
He's
kill
an
people.
unstoppable force.
Just kill people.
Yeah, he's
Right, so that's
the
not-
unstoppable force. Then.
Doesn't make him a good villain.
Makes it like a almost Sauron.
Hmm.
If J.R.R. Tolkien wasn't like a god.
Okay. The point is that Lex Luthor is not a great character.
Yeah.
Okay, he's
What's
no,
a red flag?
no-
You haven't told me.
my red flag?
Yeah.
If somebody tells me that their favorite character is Iron Man, I'm just going to say that you haven't read any comic books and you just like Iron Man because of the movies.
Or you're
Which
an
is
alcoholic.
fine.
Or you're an alcoholic, which is also fun.
Which is fine. Because that's your prerogative.
Hmm.
But if we're going to talk about like deep in comic books and stuff, your favorite character is Iron Man, then I don't know. Because he was purposely made so that nobody would like him.
He was made as a dare. I can also respect if you like Iron Man because of why he was made as a dare to make somebody completely unlikable and then make somebody like him. I can respect if you like him. But yeah, he's generally just made to not be a likable person.
I saw, this is coming from a TikTok that I saw earlier today when I was waiting on them to get to dinner. It was a guy who was like, this is what I think when you tell me, or these are my red flag superheroes or whatever. And he gave off a whole list, and mine was actually on there. It was it's Moon Knight. And he said, if this is your favorite character, seek medical help immediately. So,
What were the other one?
there's like Iron Man and Doctor Strange. He said that people that like Doctor Strange for the same reason people like Iron Man, just that he looks cool. On top of it,
He does look cool.
he has a good look. Not gonna lie.
An unstoppable force, but a good one.
Yeah, especially one day.
Yeah. But you finally watched it.
No, I haven't.
Come on.
That's from Instagram. All of my information about the season finale of What If came from Instagram.
Hank Pym.
As a villain,
No, just.
or just in general.
Yeah. I mean,
Also, just because he's basically a villain.
yeah, because he's done so many questionable things.
All of the stuff in the MCU that Iron Man did, Hank Pym did in the comic books.
And then he did more.
And then, then more. Hank Pym's a messed up character, dude. Messed up.
Your yellow flag if your favorite character is Rubber Man, the GC character, in comic relief. Basically,
We're
was
talking about
fantastic.
Oh, you're talking about the one that Silver Surfer was riding on top of?
Surfer.
Oh, what's his name? Plastic Man?
Yes, Plastic Man.
That was my screensaver for a long time.
Yes. If you choose him as your favorite of all of them, I can't tell if you're comic relief or whether I should be worried to be around you.
Because that
He's done some
weird
questionable
character.
He's done some questionable things.
A weird character. Let's see. Aaron, what else do you have to talk about?
Well,
He has a list.
because if I can't have a notebook, I'm gonna have a list. Okay. So, how about that Eternal release thing?
Oh. Okay, wait. I can one up you, Aaron. How about finally getting an actor to play Adam Warlock?
Oh yeah, final. Where What is
He's
that guy
from
famous for?
The Miller's The Meme. Remember you guys are getting paid?
You guys are getting paid?
Yeah, he kind of looks like Sid from Toy Story 1.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about.
Oh, that reminds me. Do you know where, you want to guess where he became famous? The actor? He became famous in his breakout movie was the third Chronicles of Narnia movie. Yeah, there were 3 of them. I didn't know there
The
was
one
another
no one watched?
The one with
Prince
the
thing?
boat.
There's a boat?
Yes. Yeah, the one where there's like a boat and stuff.
You're lying to me.
No, I'm not. I guarantee you. I looked it up. And I was like, I don't remember watching this movie at all.
I remember there was one. I remember there was the first one. And that was the great one. I remember
That
there was
one
a
right
one
there.
about a prince.
That one right there.
What is this? Voyage of the Dawn Treasure?
Yeah. Yeah. That one. Oh!
So much lion imagery. Is that a smiling? I don't like that. Just a smiling mouse. I think he has human teeth.
I thought it was a meerkat.
He's standing like
Would a
one.
meerkat be
Dude,
better?
it's like Puss in Boots.
Oh,
but
Jesus.
it's a mouse.
That is, it does.
I think
does
he has
look a
human
lot
teeth.
like that. But the Eternals in it. I'm excited for the Eternals.
Oh, dude, the more stuff I see about the Eternals, the more I want to know about it. Because I don't know.
It's
Like I
like
said earlier, I don't know much about them.
It's the second longest
I
MCU
saw
movie.
that. It's right under Endgame. And I'm very excited for that. It has so much to explain.
It does. America has explained. It has so much to explain about
So-
where they've been, what they've been doing,
Um,
where the Black Knight sword is.
did you hear that they confirmed Black Knight? The producer confirmed Black Knight will not be in the movie. He'll be just Dane Whitman. But that also kind of feels like,
Hold on.
that's okay.
Dane Whitman is the Black Knight.
He won't have the sword, is what he's saying.
Or
But
he's still
that
being
also-
called the Black Knight.
That also, that kind of smells of like when the Kang actor said he wasn't going to be in Loki.
Yeah, because Kang wasn't in Loki.
And like Andrew Garfield saying he's not going to be in No Way Home. I don't trust anybody anymore.
Dude, No Way Home is so secretive that fans' posters are being used in theaters.
Yeah, there was a debate whether they were going to have us go in cold.
Yeah,
Not
I
gonna
heard
give
a
us
rumor
trailers.
they weren't going to give us a trailer at all.
Yeah. I
And
wouldn't
then
believe
the
that
trailer
more
got
than
released
all
like
of
2 days later.
Yeah. Like, there were trailer rumors every day.
It's got to be one of the more secretive movies to come out ever.
Doctor
And-
Strange, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, think about it like
You've
this.
heard nothing.
Usually when a movie comes out, there's trailers, there's advertising campaigns, there's everything, right?
Yeah.
This comes out in 65 days from
There's
time
been
of
a
recording.
Funko Pop release.
There's been a Funko Pop release, but nothing
trailer.
It's like a couple of Funkos.
Yeah.
Nothing
It's
like
released
to
as-
spoil.
It showed his suits.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, and then you got one trailer, and that's it.
And then everything else is leaks and rumors.
And you know what? It doesn't matter because they're gonna sell millions of
Oh,
dollars
they
worth
are.
of tickets in this movie.
Yeah.
Easily, hundreds of millions of dollars
Oh, yeah.
on opening weekend for a movie that nobody has seen a trailer for.
Yeah. I do
Jeez.
didn't think within a day, it surpassed Endgame.
No, it's Avatar. Oh, the trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. I thought you were talking about like pre-sale movie tickets.
No.
Because Avatar did, and that movie will come out for next year.
Yeah.
Also, there's no trailer for that either. And I'm not gonna go. I don't think I'm gonna go watch it. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
wait.
like. I watched Avatar, the original one, when it came out, and then I didn't watch it for like 7 years.
And then and then when you watch it again, you're just like, wait, this is just the quote unquote Indian Wars from the 1870s.
Yeah, this is just. It was just the United States versus the Native Americans.
Yeah. That's all it was.
That's all it was. But they were blue.
Yeah. It also was playing on the Zulu Wars.
Yeah, there was a lot of like for.
It was just indigenous
Denial.
peoples versus
Denial.
colonizers.
Yeah, it was.
The
I don't
movie.
know. It was okay.
It was great.
It was striking.
It's a good movie.
The visuals were striking, but so was Life of Pi.
I think I do like the visuals. I do like the storytelling. It's just, yeah, it just struck me for how clear of an allegory it was about the indigenous versus colonized.
When you get older.
Yeah, and then you know things, and then you're like, wait.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I liked Avatar because it looked so good, but so does Life of Pi.
Yeah.
You know, so does Endgame.
I mean, Avatar looks better than the CW Flash.
We were talking about this at dinner. CW's animation is terrible.
It's not Marvel.
It is so bad.
It's not Disney indoors. Okay.
It is so bad.
It can tell good stories, but it's not funded by massive studios.
It is funded by massive studios.
Not directly.
But it's like the CGI in The Flash and Stargirl was terrible. Doom Patrol was slightly better, but it was still bad.
No, it's not CW, is it?
No, but it's made by the same people.
Well, still, they have better budget. Plus, most of that stuff was practical. Until the end.
Doom Patrol?
Dude, most of it's practical until it's so outlandish you don't even need to act like it's in the same.
Dude, there was a donkey. Remember what happened to the donkey?
I remember what happened in the donkey.
Exactly. That was donkey.
No, I think you mean
It's just
donkey. Yeah, either way. Where were
I don't know. The Eternals?
yeah, I'm excited for the movie because mostly, I don't know anything about the Eternals. I haven't read any of their comics, and I'm super excited when I don't know about any of the characters. Though.
It's been a while.
Yeah, the last time that happened was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is that, would you say this is obviously not going to be the case, but is that the most anticipated Marvel thing you have in your mind right now? Something
Eternals?
the most, like, thing that Marvel's coming out with if you're looking for who's most.
There's no way at all.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
My answer is Moon Knight. The TV show. With
Of course. We also can't forget about Hawkeye. Which we've also...
I mean, I'll watch it. I'm not like...
We've seen
I'm
set
not like,
photos.
like waiting for it.
I liked that run of Hawkeye that they're basing it off of, so
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that.
I mean, I'm not like waiting on the edge of my seat like, for that TV show to come out. When it comes out, I'll watch it. But it's like...
I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for the Rogers musical.
Well, Kenobi.
I'm waiting diligently. Also, Thor Love and Thunder and Kenobi, I'm waiting so that I can immediately buy a pop from
Me.
I'm going to pre-order everything.
Well, I'm excited for Kenobi because there's the Darth Vader fight.
So Darth Vader's gonna be... Let's not go with that.
Why would they put Darth Vader in there and then not fight?
So he looks intimidating. That's what they did the entire original trilogy. Darth Vader was not supposed to know that Obi-Wan was alive. So there's probably going to be an Inquisitor fight.
In any live action thing Darth Vader's been in,
The lightsaber turns on, yes.
okay, does he ever do anything that like what he does in the comics?
Maybe Rogue One.
Yeah, Rogue One. But any other time he's in a movie, he is just there to be intimidating for the most part. He's like 7 feet tall, all black,
Yeah.
red lightsaber feet. You know, he's the total
Very loud
package.
breathing.
He's the total package.
He is a total bad.
He is. He's just there to be intimidating, for the most part. I would say I'm also looking forward to the next Black Panther movie, just because I want to see what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Also, I heard that Namor was supposed to be in it, and Doctor Doom. I've heard both.
Yeah. Because it's Kings. I am
If you ask Doctor Doom, he'll say he's a dog.
Yeah, no more.
Dude, that would be. You gotta admit, that would be pretty dope if God King Doom eventually showed up.
I mean, the Russo said the only problem they'd work on again would be Secret War 2015, which is where God King Doom is.
God King Doom.
Also, if you add Namor in there, he's gonna act like he's a dog.
I hope
That's
I
a red
hope-
flag. That's
Yeah,
a red
if you
flag.
like Namor, I
It's
will
a
not
bit
be,
of a red
I
flag.
will not be talking to you.
Because Namor is a terrible dude.
Hate him.
He's
He is the worst.
Sure.
He is the worst.
So satisfying.
I don't
seeing him
remember
get
who
punched.
beat him last year,
I remember,
but I loved it.
I remember, I remember a scene that I found where Captain Marvel punched him so hard there was like an air bubble that exploded half of Atlantis. And it's just like, ha ha ha! You think that's all you can? That's all you can do? And then like, pointed behind it and turned around, and then She-Hulk did it again.
Oh, She-Hulk TV show.
Yeah, She-Hulk TV show. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, She-Hulk like messed him up.
Yeah.
Love it. Hate him more. Hate him.
Like,
Dude. What? What's
Mahershala.
going on? Mahershala.
you haven't heard much about it.
Well,
yet.
it's still in they announced it, but it's like they have pre-development.
Yeah. I want this to. I want Bad Batch back. I want Bad Batch. Oh, Mandalorian started filming today. For season 3. Filming today for us.
See,
Filming like 2
as
weeks
a
or
date
something.
of recording.
Yeah.
Are they taking Mandalorian back?
I don't know. If they're gonna be trying to take Mandalore back, Ben's just gonna be in a corner crying constantly.
They don't have any Grogu.
He doesn't have a baby. He sent him off to boarding school. There are worse boarding schools.
That boarding school got burned down.
There are worse boarding. Dude, the X-Men Mansion gets burned down every year. Yeah, they have to build it.
It's called spring cleaning. Have some decorum.
Book of Boba Fett. Look forward to that.
I feel like that's just not a gangster thing. Yeah.
Him taking over the criminal underworld. What's not to love about that?
I'm running out of
Maybe Cad Bane would be.
No, I hope not. You imagine a live action dead.
I know where Durham looks like.
I don't want it.
Are you gonna get the Guardians of the Galaxy movie? If you want to do it, I feel like that got announced relatively late. I don't know if that's just because I wasn't paying attention.
there was announcements like a long time ago that it was coming out.
Yeah.
But I never really thought like, hey, I want that. If I would buy like a PS5, but I would buy like a PS5 version of like Ultimate Alliance. You know, a bunch of different characters.
Yeah.
Moon Knight specifically.
You just want to play Moon
I just want to play as Moon Knight.
Just play, buy Lego Marvel superheroes and play as Moon
I already did.
I did this.
I'll just play like Arkham Knight and then pretend it's Moon Knight.
just get Batman in a white suit.
Yeah, it's Batman
I'm
is
not
basically
real.
Moon Knight.
Who am I?
What do you got? You got anything else on your magical list?
No.
We're gonna have to tape him.
Yeah, we will. We'll have to take it.
Aaron, favorite pop culture thing go? Like, world, universe.
Asking me to choose between
Yes.
my children.
Who are your favorite?
With my children. You can also just pick up my mind.
Lord of the Rings.
For you?
No, for you.
Are you guessing?
Yeah.
Why?
Why
Why would
not?
you think? Why would you think it's Lord of the Rings?
Is it
Dumb.
I love Lord of the Rings,
not?
but not as much as other people. It's a great world building, but I'm just not a big fantasy person as other people are.
Marvel.
It's a constant mess. It's not the world building hasn't been fully established in such a way.
DC.
Same problem.
Oh, we forgot to
Problem.
mention the bisexual Superman.
Oh yeah, Comic Cat coming out as bisexual.
Yeah.
Yeah, love to see it.
I don't think it should be as big a deal as it is.
Yeah. Well,
If he's bisexual, he's bisexual. No matter.
other people angry about it?
I'm sure there is, dude. Are you kidding me? I remember when there was a black Spider-Man?
People got married
Now Miles is like one of the best and most beloved characters.
the whole time. Yeah.
Get over yourselves.
Yeah.
Get over yourselves.
You're probably free.
I know. No, it's a phone.
You're free. The audience.
Okay, listen, audience people. If you're mad about a bisexual Superman, if you're mad about a black Spider-Man, if you're mad about anything like that, inclusivity, etc., I don't care. I don't care that you broke your elbow. Move on.
Probably free.
Grow up.
I like to
Is it
believe
Star
our
Wars?
viewers are going to be this Star Wars.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, I remember. This is like all over the place. Mine is.
Come on. You got it.
Usually Transformer.
Cyberpunk?
But just because like there's always more of them, and it takes place in this world. It takes place
Star
on
Wars
Earth.
because it doesn't take place in this world.
I like it because it's like it takes place.
The terrain and stuff is like an idealized version of this world.
Every shot of a planet in Star Wars was shot on Earth.
Yeah, but it's like it's the best parts of Earth. It's like idealized.
Sometimes you gotta remember that every planet in Star Wars was shot somewhere on Earth.
Yeah, but it's like
which is pretty cool.
And sometimes it's like a small part of the terrain was shot on Earth as like an idealized portion, and a really, really beautiful part of Earth, and then they expand it, and that's the entire planet. I like Transformers because I could see the car I drive as a Transformer. What's your favorite planet in Transformers?
Cybertron.
Not Earth.
No, the moon. Yeah, probably. I like Earth.
It's safe. There's organic stuff here.
Yeah, Earth is good. Like Earth.
Plants. I like plants.
I have one last thing that I just remembered that I wanted to ask you about.
Yes.
What is something else other than pop culture you were interested in?
Rome.
All right,
so much so I'm
I'll
doing my
answer
major.
for him.
What?
You were supposed to say paranormality.
Oh, we're segueing into that?
Yes.
Sure.
Do you like ghost hunting and stuff?
Not
going on ghost hunts, but
I don't
like
want to do it. But I have watched all of BuzzFeed Unsolved. If that's your question, I like it when they're transparent. Like
the ghosts.
No,
That's most of the time, Aaron.
Yeah. I do like it when they're transparent. I like it when the ghost respects the fact that I'm going to freak out if I ever see it, and just doesn't appear, so that we can just live in civility.
Would you ever go ghost hunting? Would you ever go ghost hunting for the YouTube?
Probably.
For the views?
Probably.
I would.
We've
if you want me to go ghost hunting and drag him along, just let me know.
We've coined it before. Coined a full thing. A full design for a show. And I don't
terrifying.
It's a terrible idea.
Okay, so we both go in there, right? We both have cameras.
Yes.
Us
Or
and like however many people we have.
Yeah. Whenever you see something, you leave. Whenever you see something out of or hear something out of nature, you leave. Last person in there
loses.
Has to stay in there alone for a certain amount of time.
Until somebody goes and gets them.
Yeah.
Basically. So if you don't see anything or hear anything, or if you just don't notice,
this is terrible.
You're just in that place.
Dude, what if none of us actually?
And it ends. It ends. Well, then it's not sufficiently haunted.
Then we're just chilling at the
there's exactly. It's over when the sun comes up.
The sun comes up.
Yes,
bro. I cannot make it past 12.
I don't know what to tell you, Aaron. Go ahead and see a ghost.
I'm one of those people that I am one of those people that has to fall asleep when the night comes. Like, I have to.
This is not true.
I'm in bed by
He used to watch BuzzFeed Unsolved at like 2 a.m. Yes, you did. He told me about it.
I know.
Anyways,
I've never stayed up until 2 a.m. willingly.
If you want us to go do that, just let us know.
BuzzFeed Unsolved up until midnight, and then I immediately went to bed.
So if you want us to go like hang out in an abandoned old decrepit building and bring some of our friends and then force them to hang out in there with us.
Try to convince our friends to come with us.
Just let us know. Comments are open.
That wasn't the point of bringing this up.
No. What was the point of bringing it up? We talked about it right before we started. Yes.
Have you ever read a creepypasta, Hayden?
Yes. I used to listen to a podcast that like read creepypastas.
But
most of them are like outlandish.
Have you gone on creepypasta?
Yes. Most of them don't scare me because they're like outlandish.
Yeah. A lot of
ridiculous.
Okay, I've read
the one that you're about to talk about does freak me out.
Imagine you were 10 years old. I was going around.
Dude, I'm already there. What are you done?
I was going around on the internet, and I am naive as a 20-year-old.
Wait, hold on. You. Oh. Podcast people. You used to watch creepypastas when you were like young?
No. That's the point of this. I accidentally found this. I was going around on the internet. And I was going on a deep dive into history, and then something popped up that I saw that said Russian sleep experiment on YouTube, and I thought it was going to be I thought it was going to be talking about something that actually happened.
Well, it may have actually happened. That's the whole thing.
The whole
deal is that it may have happened.
It's a creepypasta that's supposed to be framed as it might have happened, but it clearly did not happen. If you read the creepypasta, you know it did not happen.
Could happen.
But I watched the video, going into it, thinking that they were talking about a real thing. I didn't even know creepypasta was a thing yet. So I didn't know horror stories were that vivid at that point in my life. I'm very naive now. I was especially naive then.
What a different time that was.
I was terrified. So terrified, this is the first time Hayden's ever hearing of it.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I still so terrified. I've never listened to that or read that story again. I've never been on creepypasta until recently. And
why did you go on creepypasta recent?
I was curious.
Oh,
curious.
What's new on here?
Everything's new. I haven't read these.
Oh wow! Better get started.
I went on the deep dive on creepypasta.
This is a terrible place to
read the original
diving.
Slenderman.
That was like an art contest, right?
The original one.
And then some like girls murdered or tried to murder.
Attempted murder. Yeah. One of them's getting released.
There's a whole like bunch of documentaries and stuff.
Yeah, one of them's getting released and will be on patrol until she's 37.
Parole.
Yeah, on parole.
He meant parole.
Yeah, she'll be on parole until she's 37.
You know how justice works.
Yeah, I just don't know how it works.
He doesn't.
But yeah, I still remember, if you say the words of that creepypasta to me, I will remember what it is. Like, I heard it in a trailer for a YouTube thing, and they said words out of context, and part of me just stood up and said, they're talking about the Russian sleep experiment.
Dude, the Russian sleep experiment creepypasta is a well-written creepypasta. It is pretty good. It is low-key pretty good.
They're also supposed to have made or will make a Russian sleep experiment movie.
It better be rated R. I don't want nobody holding back on that.
Also, this
scary
picture
as
is attached
possible.
to it.
It's a spinning wheel of death.
Not again.
Aaron has shown me a picture of a spinning wheel and said that was terrifying.
It is terrifying.
So that's what you should know about Aaron when it comes to scary things.
I'm scared of circles.
He's scared of circles. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention for that whole us going and exploring some haunted place. We live fairly close to a pretty famous one. That was a terrifying picture you just showed me. Right?
Yep.
I don't
that
like
got
that at
showing
all.
up out of nowhere.
Don't like that at all.
Again, I thought this was a historical thing,
Aaron,
and then that showed up.
Do you know which place
I know
which
what
I'm
you're talking
referring?
about.
Would you go hang out there for a night?
I wouldn't go hang out there during the day.
Why not?
I wouldn't go there during the day.
That's,
Because I don't want to mess with demons.
dude, I've seen it. I've driven past it. It's not that bad.
You've driven past it, huh?
It's right across the street from a high school.
You've driven past it.
The Demon Goat
have
Bridge.
you seen Stephen King?
The Demon Goat Bridge.
The old Alton Bridge.
Yes, in Denton, Texas.
Dude, you've driven past it. It's not the same thing as standing on
Bro.
it at night. You drove
Bro.
past it during the day.
Bruh.
Dude, also, have you seen Stephen King? If there's
In person?
If there's anything haunted, then it's right by a high school.
Okay, the point is
Yep.
that it's not. It didn't look as bad as it's like they say it
We
is.
weren't standing on it at night.
Here's a question: if we were on that bridge, would you knock 3 times?
Absolutely not. Here's the thing, Hayden. I don't want to die.
Are you scared of demons?
I don't. Okay. I think it's a very. I don't strictly believe in ghosts or demons as some people perceive them. I do believe in demons, but not in that way. But I often say this when people ask me about this. If you put me in a dark room, my resolve is going to get shaky really quickly. If you put me on a demon-possessed bridge in the middle of the night, my resolve
With
is
a
gone.
flashlight. Okay. Oh, a powerful one.
No.
I would go on the bridge. I don't think I would knock 3 times.
We need someone who, for this to be actually work, we need
Aaron.
someone who would.
Would Aaron do it?
No. Aaron would not.
Do you think Jack would?
There's a reason. There's a reason me and my friend don't talk Jack about that bridge.
See, I'd go out there with Jack, because Jack's a big dude.
Yeah, Jack would go in there.
Exactly.
And he would pull Shane on that bridge.
Yeah. See, and Jack's a big guy. So I can just...
It would be difficult for the demon to throw him off.
Yeah. Good luck, demon. But yeah, I mean, do you believe in ghosts manifesting and harming people?
Not really.
Me neither. Do you think you can see
ghosts?
ghosts?
Ghosts left their human bodies. I don't think they're part of the physical world.
Do you think you could see a ghost?
Depends. I don't think they need.
Do you think you've seen a ghost?
Me, no. Have you ever seen a ghost?
Somebody put it once on a podcast I was listening. They put it pretty interestingly. Whenever you're driving and it's nighttime and you pass somebody on the side of the road, how do you know that was a real person and not a ghost? Exactly. You could have seen somebody
I'd rather sleep at night.
that was acting abnormally, like walking on the side of a dark road. That could have been a ghost, or it could have been a real person. You don't know. I saw a dude last night. We were driving in a neighborhood, and it was dark, and there was like one street light, and he was walking this way. Right, he was on my left, walking towards me.
Can't see it.
As I was driving, I was describing it. He was walking on the left-hand sidewalk. I was driving on the right-hand side of the road, going in opposite directions. Yes, we're in America, and he was looking straight ahead. He was like dressed kind of disheveled. You know, like he looked like he was pretty beaten down. He was looking straight ahead. He did not look at my car.
So he said, "I don't look at cars when I'm walking."
I'm getting there. Okay. He gets to the corner of the street. He turns like he's going to walk across. Before I get there, he turns towards where he's going to walk across, starts taking a step into the road. I drive past. I look in the rearview mirror, and he is not there. He is not there at all. Nothing.
There are so many.
I don't, Aaron.
There's so
Aaron,
many.
I'm not saying this guy was Aaron. I'm not saying this guy was a ghost. I'm just saying
that would you're saying Ryan Vergara would be saying that this person is a ghost.
yes, but I'm saying that may have been a ghost,
No.
or it could have not been a ghost.
It was just a dude walking.
But how do you know for sure? How do you know for sure that isn't a ghost? Do you know for certain that was not a ghost?
Nothing is known for certain.
Exactly. So he could have been a ghost, or he could have been a real dude that was just having a bad day. All right. We don't know for sure because I will never see that person again.
Hopefully.
If I'm driving down the same road at the same time and hearing it, that's not funny. I've had a sleep paralysis demon once before in my life. It's terrifying. But anyways, if I'm driving down that little stretch of road at a similar time here in the future and I see the same dude, it's a ghost.
What if he works there?
He's dressed the same way in tattered jeans and a striped plaid shirt.
What if he doesn't have as much money as you?
Bro, if he's walking, what if he's walking the exact same way on the exact same portion of
just
street?
came from work, Caden.
Dude, Nobody keeps that tight of a schedule.
Me.
No.
I do.
No.
I do.
At 9:53 tonight,
Yes.
you will be doing the same thing you were doing yesterday at 9:53.
Yes.
No, you will not.
Yes, I do.
No.
Dude, I have a strict
All I'm saying
schedule
is that
myself.
if I see this guy out there in the future, at that time
it's
of
a
night,
dude, if anything,
it's a
proves
ghost.
He's more of a man.
it's a ghost.
That proves he's more
Okay, what about the person I saw walking on the side of I-27 in the
Dude,
middle of
it's
the
Richardson.
night? I-27
Oh, okay.
between Amarillo and Lubbock.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
In the middle of the night, not in a town. There was a person walking on the side of the road.
That one is much more believable. But hey, dude,
And have you driven on I-27 tonight?
dark.
There are no lights. It is extremely dark.
That's also because you're just too used to the headlights. So once you're out,
No, but there's no
outside-
street lights though.
Yeah, once you're outside though, then your eyes will get used to the dark.
Yeah, but if you're walking on the side of the road, people driving, they're not used to it. They're used to their lights. So
That one I would believe. That one is much more believable as a ghost. The dude who's walking home from work.
there was no businesses around there, Aaron. That's what I'm
It's a
saying.
long walk.
No, that guy was a ghost.
No,
He was a ghost in
You
Carrollton.
said he wasn't.
In Carrollton, Texas, on McCoy Street, at around 8:45 at night.
There's a dude walking home.
Yesterday, on October the 12th, Tuesday, October the 12th,
There's a dude
I saw
walking
a
home.
ghost
There's a dude walking home.
walking on the side
Why
of the
did you
street.
look at the clock? When you were
I don't know.
reading
I was
it?
just guessing at the time. It was around that time. I just know where I was and when I left that place. So I saw a ghost. Everybody out there.
I would believe the I-27 one
Well, that also
because
happened.
it's in the middle of nowhere.
I don't have a time frame on that one.
That one's. It was. I'm assuming it's during the.
Yes, it was.
But hitchhikers do walk on highways and stuff. That's just a
Yeah, but
really
this is-
weird
he's
place to-
really brave.
Yeah, it's a
I think
really
it was between
brave place.
Tulia and Plainview.
Yeah, that's a weird place to be hitchhiking.
Mm-hmm.
But still, hitchhikers go on highways.
They do.
Yeah.
It's brave. It's brave.
Sometimes they don't have choice.
Brave of you to do so.
Sometimes they're just in it.
I also saw a wolf out there one time. And this one it was in the daytime. It was a red wolf. It was a red wolf ran right across. Yeah, we do actually. In that part of Texas, ran right across I-27, right in front of me. In the morning, at like 9 in the morning.
I think it would be
Sunny?
worse if it was in the night.
Yeah, that would have
Then
been
just
terrifying.
a streak of
That would have
rain.
been terrifying.
I
I would have told you I saw another ghost.
Yeah.
But no, it was like it was 9, 10 in the morning. Really windy for some reason. Sunny. I was
that
on my way home to watch the Texas Tech game that I could have watched at home or on campus, but I wanted to go home and watch it. And I was driving home, and it was like 9:30, 10 in the morning. Sunny, no clouds. Wolf, right across the road.
That feels like the least scary of the situation.
It wasn't scary. It was just like, hey, that was cool.
Yeah, except for the fact of like, I don't want to hit a wolf.
Yeah, I don't want to hit a wolf because red wolves are like really rare in
Yeah.
that part of Texas.
Also, I don't want to hit a dog.
Wolves are not dogs.
They're canis.
They're a different
They're
genus.
Canis lupus. They're not a different genus.
They're a different.
Canis lupus.
Oh.
They're the same species. It's a subspecies.
Okay. Anyways,
Learn
Aaron,
biology.
have you seen a ghost?
No.
Have you seen a sleep paralysis demon?
I have
It's
heard.
pretty terrifying.
I have heard disembodied sounds
Disembodied sounds.
all the time.
Where?
All
Ooh.
everywhere. But dude, I used to whenever I was in school and stuff, I used to when it was quiet class and stuff, I used to hear my name all the time.
That's actually a sign of a normal, healthy brain.
No, I'm just hearing
If you just hear your voice, or you hear your name.
There's always a different voice.
If you hear your name, it's actually a sign of a healthy brain.
Yeah, I'm not hearing that and being like ghost.
There is a ghost
Back demon. I'm like no.
Okay.
I heard a lot of sounds that don't make sense in the context, but you know, whatever.
Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
I'm really hoping I don't.
Dude, it's terrible.
I'm
I hate it.
terrified of having sleep.
I actually, the one time I had a sleep paralysis demon was at home. and I was visiting from college, and I just like was asleep, and I was laying there, and I couldn't move, and then it was like I woke up out of nowhere, and I like looked to the side of the bed, and there's the freaking thing from the picture you just showed me, just there,
Yeah.
and it's like reaching onto the bed, and then it's just like, and it's gone.
Were you still awake?
Yeah. Which makes it worse.
Yep.
Makes it way worse.
I hate sleep paralysis.
I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, that was a terrible note to end that on.
We'll be back to normal next week.
Yeah.
We'll probably do this. I feel like we should do one of these episodes like once a month.
Every now and then.
Yeah, just to break the monotony. Yeah. This was filmed on October 13th, just so you know. So if this comes out, if I somehow get this to come out after Eternals, just know, October 13th.
Yeah.
Now you know that I've seen a ghost. And Aaron doesn't believe in ghosts. It's too chicken to go hang out on the bridge.
My resolve goes away. I am willing to admit when I'm wrong, and I'm not going to test it.
Okay. Well, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Aaron, sign off. Let's get it.
Yeah. I'll see y'all next week.
Next week.
We're back to normal.
Sorry about the camera issues again.
If you want to know what the characters we're going to be talking about next week, look at last week.
Yeah, it's the same ones.
Yep.
Yeah. I think we got well over an hour on the camera, so.
Yeah.
This ending part will just be like just the audio from the podcast, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Kind of sad.
Goodbye, y'all.
Goodbye.
Yeah. See.